day, Styxboy, shall ride away your brain. Bad to the bones, bruise the furnace, pick up the days on days. And the great October slow-mo fest that bad writings to slay. We are all damage on damage. We are all damage on damage. We are all damage. The qualified. The qualified. We are prepared.
Welcome again.
Prepared and with sound.
Ooh. It's 9:28. Do you know where your children are?
Hope they fell off a cliff somewhere.
Oh, jeez, dude.
Oh. Where mine are. They're right over there.
Another Friday night. We got Joesduelin controlling the show. We got Dom Tober actually kind of happy tonight. I don't know why. And we got Styxboy. Forgot who he was. You part of the show?
Sometimes.
Just show up for SNS tomorrow. Make everybody happy.
I mean,
So show up on time. Bring lunch. A few drinks for the guys. You know, stuff like that.
what am I?
Read some
What am I, a
Craigslist ads.
pharmaceutical rep?
Mm. Don't ask me. I just work here.
So,
What's going on with you guys? What's been going on this week?
not much. It's been a bit quiet this week. My kids still got another week of school, so just gearing up for that.
3 days.
Ours end on the 14th, so it runs late.
Yeah.
So short summer.
Last day of classes is Wednesday, and then finals and regents.
It's a very hard adjustment for those of you without kids. It's a very hard adjustment when your kids are going to school every day, early in the morning, and you work from home, to the summer when your kids are home all the time and you're working from home. But
I don't have that problem. I'm my own kid.
Yeah, we
Go to
know.
work.
You should be in juvenile detention, you freaking delinquent.
my oldest is a teenager now, so he likes to sleep till like noon. So it's that's all right. So good stuff. So
I finally finished moving in to my new place. Yay!
transporting all those books.
Dude, I literally put 45 boxes in storage, and I got 30 some boxes here.
Damn, you hoarder. Jesus Christ.
I refuse. I have no place that has indoor climate controlled storage,
Yeah, this place
It's
is pretty
near me.
good.
and I'm not driving 40 minutes to go put stuff in storage.
Oh, that sucks.
So nuts to that. So
Yep.
they will all keep piling up around me until I look like a complete hoarder, and I'm just encased in short boxes. So
I actually made a trip to my storage unit last week, and I dropped off 2 more big boxes. I got a lot of shit. I really do. I gotta make some wave and try to sell some stuff. Hey, you know what's crazy?
Just say that for like a year.
Look, hey, so I have a $3,000 baseball card right here. Aaron Judge's rookie card, autograph, Gem 9/5 card, and a 10 auto. I'm trying to sell this.
Jim Mindado, Jim Mind.
Yeah, Derek Jeter rookie. I mean, yeah, Derek Jeter rookie, and then 2 other Aaron Judge rookie cards. So I'm looking to get some cash for these things.
I don't know.
So
How much is that one worth? His rookie card?
What, the Aaron Judge?
Yeah.
That's worth it.
Anywhere between $3,000 to
autograph?
$3,500.
Yeah, it's worth a grip.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I got it. You know how much I got this for? I got this for $400 when he first came up.
Wow.
So anybody interested, I will take no food stamps, no TBA card, no Barbados cash.
Do you take skunk pelt?
Will you take yen?
Yen, maybe. Now, if anybody's interested,
In Japan.
Bitcoin only.
if anybody's interested, let me know.
Pay your taxes.
Hey,
Exactly.
Joes, want you to say hello to the chat? I can't do that tonight.
I will run through here. So as always,
Monopoly
bright and
Money, yes.
early, GTK Comics giving us the thumbs up and a wave. It's always good to see him. Good day, sir. Good day.
Good day, good day.
I'm sure he's still steaming about that crappy Frank Miller cover.
Can we just
Bo,
put
good
Frank
to see
Miller in
you.
a home?
And
Put Frank
yes,
Miller in a retirement home or something, please.
we have sound. The recorded one apparently for the 10 didn't have sound, so I'm guessing Pete will have to re-upload that with the sound. So we'll see. Jason, how you doing? So
And
far, so
Pete
good.
will
We're good.
say,
We're
I
good.
did nothing. I did nothing.
We got sound because we're live.
There's an understatement.
That's it.
As always, here for Bruce, Mama Bear.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Mama.
Yeah, eventually, you'll come for the rest of us too, just to say hi. But we're always happy to have you.
She's been here when I haven't been on the show.
Nope.
Oh.
Yes.
I only know because I'm not on the show.
She shows up for us.
Yes, Ed. It is gone, Ed. Summer's here. My Penguins are knocked out. Didn't make the playoffs for hockey this year, so no reason to rock a hockey beard all the way through the playoffs.
Hey,
so.
they got Jaromir Jagr coming back.
Hey, that man can play till he's 70 for all I care.
He said he wants to play till he's dead. So
He does. He used to do 1,000 squats a day, and he carried around a picture of Reagan in his wallet. He could do whatever he wants.
Dude, let me tell you
I'll agree
something.
with that.
He's on a he'll be on a Garney freaking going by and still
Hey, John.
scoring freaking goals.
Throw it
It'll
back.
come back. It'll come back. I guess 6 months on, 6 months off. That's
To see how
the
long
beard
his
works
pubes
for
are. Jeez.
me. Silver Fox.
not tonight, though. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
All right, boys. So today we got Little Makes Sense DC is going to be doing their swimsuit covers. I figured we would do a spotlight today on the swimsuit comic covers. So we're going to do our OLI. We're going to look at some comics and some pulps, do a little bit of news.
I don't know how
Styx has a good game for us today. It's a lot of fun.
What, Styx did work?
Oh, yeah.
It's always
Hey, listen, I'm sorry, but if you're showing the swimsuit
Gotta get it.
editions, how is Swamp Thing and Man Thing gonna do well in swimsuit?
Yeah. So
And later in the show, Dom will be wearing a mankini.
it was a lot of fun going through the swimsuit covers. It was a blast. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I had to do a lot of editing, so you're gonna see some that you're familiar with, maybe some you're not. You might not see some on the list that you like. If you don't see any that you like, put them in the chat after the show in the YouTube comments, and we'll take a look at them and maybe have a little mini secondary segment to show fan favorites. So
That'd be cool.
yeah. So it's a little fun-filled show, and not only is DC doing swimsuit covers, Valiant is also doing swimsuit covers.
Valiant is back. Don't buy Valiant. No,
Yeah,
don't get trapped again. Don't do it.
I got burnt once.
Hey, listen, I like the Exo Man of War. I would buy that.
You want to see Exo Man of War in a bikini?
No,
I'm confused.
Man of War. I'll buy that book. I like that book.
I always bought the Ivar Time Walkers. I like that series. So
I figure it was a
Eternal
good
War.
timely segment to have in there to remind us of all the swimsuit editions that came out. So we will go through swimsuit editions, and then we'll also go through some good swimsuit covers as well. But specifically the swimsuit editions that were put out. So take a look at that. And with that, I want to get into the OLI, Bruce.
Yep, load it up for me.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Outside Looking In. The books that were not hot enough for the top 10, but they're good enough for us here. So, first book up, Wolverine 36, Helverine.
Enter the Helverine.
Selling for $75, a CGC 98, just below $200. Why is this selling? Why are people buying this stale?
And it has its own series now.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's officially a thing.
Can we spoil?
So,
can we spoil?
I still
Wolverine
love
one?
this book. I love this book. I don't necessarily like this cover. I don't really care about the
It's a
character.
horrible cover.
But I love the fact an A cover caught fire and is still selling quite well after all these months. I had this come out in October of 2023, November, around then. So
November. I think it was November.
Yeah. So I mean, this thing's chugging along quite well for something that you could have bought at cover price off the stand when it came out. And that in the hobby, those are just nice things to see. I like it. I get sick of ratios. I get sick of 1-on-1 on hundreds and all that crap. It's nice to see something you buy for cover price and it happens to go up. So it's nice.
You think it's gonna hold value with the revelations of Wolverine #1?
Yeah,
Yes.
because the
Yes.
demon spirit is really the first appearance.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like this book is the first appearance of Wolverine and Ghost Rider. It's it's that demon spirit. So yeah, I mean, is it going to stay at $75? No, probably not. But still, I didn't think it would stay where it was in November for as long as it did. So who knows? It's a good little book.
Yeah. Next up, we got Masters of the Universe #1, 20+ sales, average $20, a high of 68, a CGC 9.8, sold for $300. I'm thinking, or Pete said, or anyone thinks that since of the news of the live action Masters of the Universe, DC Comics Presents might be a little out of people's range. So this is the next best thing, the little mini, 1 of 3 from DC. Oops. There we go. Sorry.
You never know where people are going to gravitate when you get these live action projects. Some books for people are priced out of, people go to the next one down. Masters of the Universe is kind of all over the place in terms of some of those covers, and to try to remember which ones were first out of the multi-publishers that did Masters of the Universe and stuff like that. That's people gravitate to a handful of different books.
When the live action, the animated show came out, I wanted to go back and actually read some He-Man books, and I was like, I had no idea where to start. There was so many different series across so many different publishers. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
From DC to IDW, back to Marvel to DC. I'm like, what? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you guys looking forward to the He-Man live action?
Could care less. I'd rather it. I'm happy with it animated.
I like the original one. I like the original 1980s.
Yeah,
but as cheesy as it was, it's still my nostalgia growing up, man. I don't care.
They need better writing and better stories in that movie.
Yeah.
They need better stories. They need better writers. They definitely. If you want to make something, stop making everything generic.
I mean, we are talking about He-Man. It's not, it's not Shakespeare.
It's She-Man. They did it today. She-Man.
The basic
She-Ra. Stop.
I find it more fun in animation.
She-Ra's arms were huge back then. Stop.
Yeah.
She-Man.
There's a muscle-bound guy who goes around beating up a skeleton. So, what do you want?
Yeah. Along with his buddy Fisto.
Everything revolves around they can cast Beastman.
So like a
questionable characters.
Hey, that was He-Man's boy, Fisto.
I know it was.
Yeah.
By the power of Grayskull. That's tough. Venom versus Carnage #1, selling between $15 and $30. Statue selling for $70. Why was this? Because of a trailer?
Why do they have the trailer had no Carnage? It's just the symbiotes. That's toxins. Toxins in this first appearance of Toxin.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. All right.
So there's 8 million symbiotes, and I can't get into the symbiote thing. It's just
it's ridiculous.
Doesn't do anything for me. I wasn't a huge fan of the Venom movies, but the trailer and the subsequent trailers we end up getting will start moving random Venom books. So dig through your boxes and find the ones that are in good shape. And when they pop, you can be first to market versus it passing you by.
You know, regardless of how much people online hate the Venom movies, they still move books. They still sell tickets.
I don't
They still
hate
make
them. I
money.
don't hate them. I just don't think they're very good.
Did you think the trailer was good?
I haven't watched the trailer yet.
I got halfway through the trailer. I got halfway through it and then I got bored.
You know, this is the one thing I have to say. Sony, for whatever reason, they just don't know how to fucking push the story forward.
They can't close the deal.
Exactly. You know, they do things that are very questionable. And the same thing with this, with Venom. You know, I know it's the last one.
It's the last dance.
Well, maybe it might be the last dance, the last one. Who the fuck knows? All I know is that is he going into the MCU? Doubt it.
No.
Tom Hardy said this is his last time as Venom.
Yeah, every movie's the last movie until it makes money.
Until
and
a truckload of money
need
comes
to
into
make
it.
another one.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure this isn't the last Venom and Carnage we'll be seeing on this list or the.
Well, listen, if you saw the trailer, you can understand why it makes no fucking sense. Plain and simple.
Next up, Monster Hot #1, the free comic book day very cover, whatever. 10 sales, average sales were between $10 and $15.
I told you.
This was free, guys, free.
And this one was from a while ago too.
Now, why is this like going up?
2017, I think.
Because all the young ladies there on the book.
No, they're doing a they're doing a movie, a live action film movie, but it's already been a Disney series on Disney Plus. So, and I think it's their first appearance in comics.
Yeah. So live action moves books.
Yeah.
Rumors, options, and
everybody
trailers.
can make their $5 off the books, man. When you try to sell them, make a $5.
It's a free comic book day. Sometimes those free comic book day books get buried in a stack of free comic book day books in a box at an LCS, and you find what you find.
Yeah. It's amazing because I might have a couple of these laying around.
I think I got this book and I gave it to my niece or something. I can't remember.
I was saying it on the 10, but nobody heard because apparently there was no sound. But video game crossovers and things like this, where it's like kids cartoon crossovers into comics and stuff like that. If it's a popular IP, you get both audiences, and it will move these books.
And this Monster High has been around for probably almost 15, 20 years. In some iteration.
The toys, yeah.
Yeah, the toys.
Yeah.
So those like just like us, those kids are starting to get up. They're leaving. They're getting jobs, getting money, and then now they want stuff they grew up on, just like we. Everybody does that.
My friend, her son, and his friends, they all watched the Monster High series. I watched the series because I love Disney musicals. It was fine.
I won't hold that against you, although I should.
If you have a copy of this, hold on to it. Make sure it doesn't have a store stamp. Nobody wants a store stamp.
And Marco's wearing a purple blouse.
And the final book of the night, Venom Hunted #2, selling between $5 and $10. The first full appearance of Xenophage.
That's the creatures, the monsters, right there after them.
Yeah, that's low hanging spec.
But you know what?
That's almost as bad as like sea-level villain spec.
You got a couple of dudes that are on Instagram that collect nothing but symbiote covers. A couple of guys that
Everybody got their niche.
know.
I won't knock it. I've just never been able to.
And there's a lot of symbiote covers, man. A lot.
I wouldn't want to be a symbiote cover collector.
Too many, man. Too many.
Just like Deadpool covers, just like Wolverine covers.
Oh, the Wolverine. Oh, Batman covers.
Batman covers insane.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man's insane too.
All the Spider-Gwen, what was it on Gwenpool covers? They went insane with her at one time. And Mama Bear loves Monster High. Yay!
Why don't you send her a care package, Christopher?
I am.
Yeah.
Well, send her pop. I gotta get her. Actually, Mama Bear, send me your address so I can mail you your pop. I want to send all you guys your pops that I made.
Oh.
I need room. I need space. Taking up space in my closet.
Now you send it. I'll give you my address later.
Yeah. Send it to me in the chat over there.
Yeah.
So, if you want to know more about these books on the outside looking in, head over to CBSI.com. Check out Pete's write-up, and you can look at the Hot 10 and see fully what these books were doing and how they're moving. Until then, see ya next week for Outside Looking In.
Yeah, it was a slow list this week with 10 as well.
Slow.
There's just not a lot really popping heavily. There's a lot of $5 to $10, $10 to $20 books, but nothing really burning down the barn this week.
Chris, I need space in my closet for stuff I'm being sent. Thank you. And please, if you're first time here, please subscribe, hit that like button. If you're watching on the replay, comment on the video. Thank you.
All righty. Let's see what we got this week here.
Nice Eiffel Glory of American.
Yeah,
American
I'll be running Eiffel. For the month of June, I'll be running Eiffel covers on the title page here. It's a great magazine that had great pinup art on it.
Thank God for that barbed wire.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. This cover makes me feel like I want to be a gynecologist. No.
Yeah.
Well, that's my second job.
Oh. I thought you majored in congolingus.
Hey, listen. Your last name is Gyro. Gynecologist.
What's going on here tonight?
All right, boys. For now and later, this week.
I like that.
Falling in Love to the Path to Hell #1. That Rian Gonzalez cover was great. 1 in 10, but Mayhew had a variant at his store, which was pretty nice as well. If you like samurai covers,
ooh, I like that
is
cover.
A pretty good one. Also, this week everyone's loving, of course, the Jenny Frison Vampirella cover. I also like this 789 comics variant. Of course, Dan Pinotion. It's a great one as well, which might kind of slide under the radar a little bit just because of all the Frison heat on the Frison Vampirella this week. And since Scarlet dropped this week as well, this was my personal favorite.
I like that one.
Scarlet cover. It was an exclusive. It was the Kingdom Creative Fan Expo from Dallas.
Yeah.
Shah Virgin variant.
Didn't they just did a Hawkeye cover like that not too long ago for Thunderbolts?
They did one somewhat similar, but okay. I'll take the Scarlet any day over that one.
I like that Scarlet. If they do a couple other covers like that, I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was sharp. I mean, there were some of the Scarlet covers were decent. I thought they could have done a little bit better.
The John Boy
Myers was nice.
Myers was nice one.
Let me just. Oh, hey Anthony, member for 2 months at Kingdom of Nerds. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
That is a true statement, BK.
I love Pinotion.
Pinotion's early work is like whoa, and the stuff that he's doing now is just next level. So.
I like how Vampirella's nipples are so perky.
Yes, old school,
like razor blades.
That's all right.
Torpedoes.
Touching.
And coming up into the future, everyone loves a good White Queen cover, so why not? And I love Joelle Jones. her covers are Joelle Jones just always does it for me with her covers. I love her work. Then on Avengers 17, you got a Lobos variant, which is very nice. If you're a Storm collector, again, there's not a ridiculous amount of Storm covers out there. In terms of some of the other X-Men, Femme Fatale covers that are out there, there's not a ridiculous amount of Storm covers. This is a good one.
She doesn't get a lot of like Psylocke and White Queen and Magic.
Yeah, she's on a lot of covers, but especially those earlier covers with like the Jim Lee covers and stuff like that, or even back in the Claremont and Byrne days, she's on a ton of covers, but they're all composition covers. There's nothing just highlighted.
Are these both open order?
Yeah, I believe they're both open order.
Nice.
And I had to throw that Gotcha Man cover on there.
That's cool.
Sanford Green is doing a connecting covers for these, so
Yes.
I believe it's with each issue. So to have a Sanford Green connecting cover and Gotcha Man, it's just they're sharp. They're
Did
sharp
you see
covers.
that Scott Campbell Psylocke cover?
Yes, I did. It's
nice
sharp.
damn thing. I definitely the Virgin is like the 1 in 100.
Yeah, it's not my favorite Campbell Psylocke, but it's good. It's just nice to see him doing Psylocke again. I like Psylocke covers.
I can't wait to read this Gotcha Man series. So happy.
I've enjoyed the Space Ghost so far.
Yeah.
Them bringing that back because I thought it's Dynamite. They're going to screw it up.
Like they screwed up Thundercats?
Yes.
Yep.
But the first issue was good. I'm waiting to read the second one. It's on its way here. So I'm hoping it's equally as good. It's a good dark series for Space Ghost, which is funny because some of the covers are still callbacks to the old cartoon. But it's
Gotcha Man. This is in the future. BK.
Yeah,
it's 3 months out or 2 months out.
These are the 3 for laters. I think Gotcha Man 2 comes out in August.
So July next month.
One comes out in July.
Yeah.
So, but of the connecting covers, this number 2 was the one that I liked.
Styx, if you want to come over, I have every episode on Blu-ray.
By the way, if you have a Roku channel, if you have a Roku and you go to channels on Roku, there is a Gotcha Man channel.
Really?
It's free to download, and it has everything for the most part.
I don't have to load
the resolution. The resolution is a little, but it's still pretty much. It has mostly everything on there. So, and it's free.
Is it in English or it's Japanese?
English.
I'm not watching it. I'm a purist when it comes to original Japanese dialogue and anime.
Get out of here.
I can't watch dub. Can't watch it.
I'm sure there's a way on there to switch it to Japanese.
That'd be nice.
Well, it's animated, so it's always dub anyway. So.
True.
He's such a douche.
You're welcome.
In the Pulp Marketplace this week, I just picked 2 books that weren't too pricey, but just to point out the fact that if the word spicy is in the title, it's worthwhile to buy. There's a ton of pulps that all love to use the term spicy. This is Spicy Detective. It is a restored 3.5, sold for $192. This is from 1934. So you are getting a book that is 90 years old. So that is pretty solid. It's a good bondage cover. Again, if you're a Golden Age collector, or if you go back this far, Platinum Age, bondage covers always sell well. There's not much done. There was a small amount of color touch and a little seal, which isn't too bad for a book of this age. So 192 wasn't bad. And it presents pretty well for 3.5.
You can see the fear in her eyes.
Staying in the spicy lane, spicy Western stories. Like I said, you can find everything spicy in the old pulps in the 30s. And
why did they make the guy look like a zombie in the background with the gray skin?
She's protecting him. He's falling apart. She's protecting him and letting her shirt fall down the way God intended.
He's pulling her shirt down on purpose.
Hey, bro, good. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing? This one again. This is a 1.8 because of that large chunk on that bottom right hand corner that was taken out.
Yep.
But for a 1.8, sold for $54. So yeah, some of these, again, pulps are tough. You can get pulps raw. You can sometimes find them pretty reasonable, but people are starting to charge more for raw pulps as well. And again, people don't ship pulps like people ship comics.
Right.
And there's plenty of people that ship comics like shit too. But for the most part, 9 out of 10 times you order a comic, it's going to be packaged somewhat competently. At least maybe have a bag and a board, something.
Wrapped in tissue paper.
I've gotten grocery bag in a manila envelope deliveries of pulps before.
A Ziploc bag.
And these things, I got plenty of Ziploc bags.
And with
pulp,
the bag, the board.
Most of these pulps are so brittle that, when they package them like that and send them, you basically have a bag of confetti by the time they get there. So, if you want to enter the pulp market, maybe getting some of these cheaper, lower grades that are encapsulated, this is nice as well.
Is there a good way to search for like pulps? Do people just put pulp, or do they put magazine, or what?
Heritage has been the best place that I've seen for decent pulp auctions. They give enough of the information, and all of these were Heritage auctions. So they give you enough information that pops out there in terms of some census information. If it is something that's restored, it gives you some pretty clear information on it. You normally have decent images of the book as well. And they normally run pulps when Heritage does their basic Sunday through Wednesday sale of comic and comic art and video games and stuff like that. A small portion of that always ends up being pulps, both raw and slabbed, and they're always grouped together. So you can normally, through that auction, just look through the lots in that auction. When you get to the pulps, they're all pretty much just boom right there to look at. They've also had good estate sale pulp sales as well, which are normally higher dollar, but they're nice.
Hey, Styx, they're doing I meant to tell you, they're doing a garage sale tomorrow, town-wide in Westmoreland.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to hit up a lot of the garage sales over there.
You gonna say 10 cents for everything? 10 cents.
10 cents.
This is 30, 10 cents. I'll give you 10 cents for it.
I'll give you $1 for the box.
$1 for the box.
I hate garage sale people. Garage sale people drive me insane. They're the worst lowball people that come around to garage sales and try to buy stuff.
I went to one today with my friend, his mother, and his sister. And as soon as we get there, there's this cute little girl, had to be like 3 years old. You want to buy lemonade? $1. You can't say no to the little girl. No, so we bought like 5 lemonades. They're the little country time sippy thingies. Wasn't even homemade lemonade.
Freaking inflation, man. Sucks.
I don't want homemade. Do you think I want a 6-year-old making me a beverage from scratch? No.
Well, that's how you train them.
Yeah, just give me a juice box or something. I don't want.
Listen, they've been picking their nose, scratching their
my kids are teenagers. I don't trust them to make lemonade. Do you think I'm going to trust a random 6-year-old on the side of the road?
That lemonade tastes like allium.
Yeah.
What's those little dots in there? Picked his nose. Bruce would drink it. There you go.
Get out of here.
Other flavor crystals.
I don't drink roadside homemade beverages. You wind up passed out a half mile down the road, missing kidneys.
The nose is running like this. They go on.
Definitely don't pick up those free Mountain Dews off the side of the road.
Oh, hell yeah.
Free Mountain Dews. The trap is a trap.
It's a trap. It is a trap.
Yep.
All right, boys. Bruce asked for it, so Bruce said he wanted a country mix.
Mix.
Squeal like a pig. If you scan the QR code, it will take you to a Joesduelin country music mix. on
You got a pretty
Spotify,
mouth.
curated by yours truly. My little
great
gift to
movie.
you guys. I'll try to do these every week.
Thanks for
Dump
setting
these
back
out.
the movement 20 years.
Squeal like a pig.
Yep.
So we had them. You know, we had one last week.
What's in
I'll
this
throw
mix?
up the QR for that one
Let me
at
check
the end of the
this.
show as well, and I'll throw this one back up. But yep, if you scan these, they will take you to a nice,
See what we got here.
not overly long mix. You
Ooh,
get a 10 to 15 songs, enough for a ride
Hank
to and from the
Williams.
store.
little Waylon, a little George Jones, little Tanya Tucker. Yeah, okay. This passes. I would have wanted Johnny Cash's Jackson on here, but that's just me.
There is some Johnny Cash on there though. There's
I see it, but it's not Jackson.
I
That's my
mix things up.
favorite Cash song.
Mix things up a little bit. So we'll come up with another theme next week. But this week, it's country.
Yeah, I like Folsom.
I like Folsom as well, but it was too standard. I had to mix it up a little. You boys want to do some pickups? Let's do some pickups.
Sure, let's do the pickups.
Sure.
All right. I guess I'm in the driver's seat here. I'll just do this real fast.
This pickup is dedicated to Lord of Brooklyn. He's been waiting all week for this.
All right. So I did get a Kickstarter that came in, which was nice. Kill My Boyfriend.
Kill My Boyfriend.
That's Dennis Minier and another cover, an Angela Boo cover, which was nice.
Wow. Those are nice pussy willows.
And finally, I got my Gun Honey Collision Course covers because I do not miss out on Hard Case Crime or Gun Honey covers.
How's the
All
story?
fantastic. Gun Honey Hard Case Crime is a fantastic label within Titan. They're always good. They're always good noir stories of things that have a lot of tits on the cover. They do a fantastic job of actually putting good stories in Hard Case Crime stuff.
For the audience, you're not saying anything. Joe really did shave.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
You got some Smart Adams. I love that
Angela
cover. Couldn't pass it up.
Yeah.
Sonia Mattis. And you know me, I always have to have some Red Sonja. Speaking of Dan Pinotion.
Oh, I like that.
This is not the black and white. This is the line drawing variant one. The color is actually a little bit off-white. It's not a black and white. These things are pricey, but these Savage Sonia Pinotion covers were so good. I didn't care. I was shilling out the money. Here's some Jenny.
Nice.
Here's some Lobos. My Catwoman. Had to get, anytime there's a Luana Vecchio cover, I'm going to get it.
Damien says, when are you going to full Filthy Girl cover collection tour? Should make a separate video for that.
I might have to do a members only video for that since
members only.
Since I'll get kicked off for everything else.
Here
you go. Some more Catwoman,
like
Rochelin. And then I got this big Eerie collection.
Nice.
Is that a Kickstarter?
No, Dark Horse is putting these out. They had released it, and I put it in my pool a while back when they released it. So I got it. Just I love St. Julian covers, so I got it for that. But
Joe's beard tried to strangle him in his sleep. That is why he saved it.
it does start to get a mind of its own, and truthfully, when it starts to get hot in the summer, it is no fun. Gun Honey is great. The whole series has been great. Any of the, like I said, if you go back, Titan has a lot of Hard Case Crime. Not only just regular floppies, but also trades and stuff like that, mystery, stuff like that are good reads. They're fun reads. If you like pulp crime noir type stuff. It's good stuff. Dom, you up next?
Yes, we do. Let's go.
What do you got over there?
I see one guy with a helmet.
Yeah, well, I had this one box that was sitting down for a while. I just opened it today. So I am what you call a sticker whore when it comes to Funko Pops.
No.
So this was a one of the Boba Fett Pops that I needed. One of the stickers that I couldn't find, and I finally got it. It has this sticker right there.
Oh, the
Nice.
Funko Club.
Yeah. So now there's like 4 different variants of this with the stickers. I got that. I got this that just arrived today. I'm doing my my autos. Now here we go. Don Beals. Don Bites. He was actually he worked on the Return of the Jedi. He actually worked the lights and manual, the lights and stuff like that in the background. He donned the Boba Fett outfit in Return of the Jedi in the Jabba scene. So I have to get his. See, it's certified, so it's the real thing. Add to my Boba Fett collection.
What? You still buying Boba stuff?
Always.
You need to find the guy that designed the Sarlacc and then get him to sign a Boba.
Now, actually, I'm trying to find the guy who designed the. I think the guy who passed away, the guy who designed the Slave One, which kind of sucks. Well, a couple of people died that I'll never get unless I get lucky. So I was going through my books, and let's go down the road. Here we go. Facsimile, Star Wars #1.
What's this facsimile stuff?
Did you get the 125?
Greece, Star Wars #1 from Greece.
Oh.
The IDW mini comic, Star Wars #1.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The Whitman variant, fill in the package.
That's not the
Star Wars #1. Yugoslavian bootleg Star Wars #1.
Can you read that for us?
What?
Can you read that for us?
I have here it goes. Oh, yeah, these are the 2 Yugoslavian bootlegs and a very rare Chinese Star Wars #1.
I actually have green hair.
Show that one.
Just that. Then we get a nice Middle Eastern Star Wars #1.
Nice.
And we also get a nice Mexican Star Wars #1. Nice German Star Wars #1.
Yeah, more.
Nice UK Star Wars #1. And a nice Spaniard Star Wars #1.
España.
Spaniard. Then we'll go through this Mexican version, first Boba Fett.
Oh, jeez. Why do I feel like we've done this before?
Spaniard, first Boba
Senior
Fett.
Boba Fett.
Senior Boba.
The Yugoslavian first Boba Fett. Boba Fett.
And drives around the Yugo.
Chinese first Boba Fett. The Empire Strikes Back. Chinese.
You're gonna die in a jet.
Jackie Chan on the cover.
Yep. Here we go. We got the UK first Boba Fett and his first cover appearance. Then we have the IDW minis. But then we have this. It's not Boba Fett, but first Mandalorians. We all know that. And then I got one last one. It's actually the French first appearance of Boba Fett with issue 43 cover, the first Yoda on the cover, but it's issue 42, but French version.
Is it a partial?
No, it's actually the whole story. It's just
Okay.
You open the page, it's the first Boba
Some
Fett.
have half the story in there. That's why.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes all the foreign books, they'll have the cover of the book and it'll be a totally different book, or it'll be a different cover and it's the
Be a combination. Sometimes the combination of 2 books.
the first appearance. Yeah, crazy. That's it.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, Styx.
All right. I can remember if I showed these last week. Oh, wait till I'm up on the screen. So it's
Up there.
boom, boom,
There you
boom.
go.
All right. I can remember if I showed these off last week or where I showed them off. I got those Halverine foil and the Scotty Young.
Nice.
I picked up another copy of Battle of the Planets #4, Gold Key. Picked up another set. You're gonna see a running theme with my pickups. They're pretty much almost all the same. I picked up some more Doctor Who books. I got myself a Pence version of Doctor Who.
Okay, nice.
Picked up myself another copy of Doctor Who and the Daleks. That's #6 for those who are counting.
Nice. If you ever have a band, Styx, that really needs to be the name.
Oh, no, Doctor Who and the Daleks?
Yeah.
And then I hadn't shown this before. I had gotten it a while ago. I got one of these Superman packs. I'm not sure if they're DC Universe inside, but
which one is that? No, there's no DCUs in there.
But it's shiny.
It is
Shiny.
Shiny.
You were trying to make Brucifer jealous. He got you.
That's it for me.
All right. Bruce,
Here we go.
let's see some overhang.
I'll show this first because everybody likes a little hog on Friday nights.
Go.
There you go.
Nice.
Space Hog.
Yeah, $20.
Oh, it has the dog too. That's nice.
You see, $20. Was that on sale?
Yeah,
Discount?
on Amazon. I was on what was I? SNS, and it was like, oh, it was on sale. What was it SNS? I think it was SNS. So I just ordered it that same day. Got some stuff back from CGC, Marvel Premiere. Whoa, that's pretty cool. That effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it has green. It has green on the cover.
Yeah, green and yellow.
Yeah.
No, that's why.
That's pretty cool.
I like it like that.
It looks like it's translucent, which is kind of crazy.
Well, 9.4.
You finally made Doctor Who interesting.
A
Put it into a foil. That's probably what it
little Vanguard Illustrated #2. More yellow. The hell?
If it's up to Jason Momoa, yes, he wants to play Lobo.
9.4. That's pretty cool, actually.
Oh, the yellow does it too. That's cool.
Yeah, boy. What is that with freaking all these freaking?
That's
That's
fun.
pretty cool.
That's fun. Her jacket.
Yeah,
Jacket's translucent.
That's cool.
9.4. Then I got a 9.6 of X-Men 121.
Here we go.
You should have wore a green shirt, Bruce. That way you could have just been a floating head for the whole show.
I know. The old label, so I might crack this.
Yeah, it's missing some lettering.
How with the duck #9? The one at 25.
Nice.
Nice.
9.6. Xena Warrior Princess. 9.6.
Dave Stevens.
For stealing action figures now. I got a 9.8 in Comic Christmas Special. #1. Look at aliens.
Another good Dave Stevens cover. It's one of my favorites. I love that cover.
So weird that effect. Johnny Quest #3, 9.8. Secret War #2, 9.8.
Wolverine's seems very excited to be on that cover.
And it wouldn't be a pickup show if I didn't show a book I won from Raz.
Yeah, makes sense.
Fantastic Four #50.
The drought is over.
That's a good win.
Yep. I'll take it. I'll
Good
take it.
solid win.
And what favor did you do for Brucifer to get that book?
Just pick the right numbers, buddy. Just pick the right numbers.
Yeah. 69?
I'll show you when you get here.
Yeah.
Bruce is more of a 96 kind of a guy.
96. More like 68. I owe you one.
Yeah. Prices have gone up.
That's it.
Prices have gone up on too many X-Men things, so I'm not buying anything slab there anymore. I was working on a nice run on the early run. I was starting from 60, working my way backwards.
Oh.
Got to about 45, and now things are now too expensive. So
I'm gonna have to probably adjust this thing actually, so that it shows the books. Interesting. I'll figure it out.
Well, that's how the green screen works.
Yeah.
all righty, boys. Let's do some news
Yay!
and rumors. Final season of Sweet Tooth. If you've been watching it, final season dropped today. I forgot about it too. The first season was good. I forgot they dropped the second season, so I will get to binge the second season, then get into the third season. It's a good show. It's produced by Robert Downey Jr., by the way.
Okay.
So there's money behind it, and it has been a good show. Jeff Lemire always cranks out stuff, and a lot of it's pretty good. This is
Is it still the same
exception.
kid?
Yep. So that's pretty good. Something to watch. Something to
I
watch.
think I watched the first season.
Always happy with new content.
Yeah.
Rumor mill out there saying that Marvel may be looking to shoot a Young Avengers project in 2025. So you can look for that Young Avengers book to probably pop again. It'll be interesting if they bring them all together. I mean, they teased it. I think they should do it on a lower budget and not try to make it some big, huge, crazy blockbuster, and put something out on a reasonable $85 to $100 million budget.
Well, it's not like any of these actors are commanding top dollar, so the budget should not be that high.
Yeah, well, I mean, were the Marvel actors really commanding that much money, or were they asking for back end? Because toward the end, it seemed like they were more interested in getting the back end money out of it than they were upfront money. But yeah, I mean, they should be able to get most of these actors and actresses on the cheap. But of course, they're going to have to throw other people in there too, even if it's just for cameos. But I mean, they've introduced everybody for the most part. They've introduced enough, and then if we get a Nova as well, then you can throw that in and kind of make it some Champions, Young Avengers mashup of characters. So I don't know.
I want Gwenpool, damn it.
You're not getting Gwenpool.
Ah,
They won't do that. I would love to see a West Coast Avengers project like that, but they won't do that, unfortunately.
Jeff the Land Shark.
Oh, I'd love to see Jeff Landshark in something. We already got Pizza Dog, so why not Jeff Landshark?
Yeah.
But I don't know. They might do more of a. The rumor is more of a kind of YA type project for this. So sorry, old guys like us, it's not going to be for us. So except for Bruce. Bruce likes that crap. So
I love Young Avengers. I have every issue, every variant. So
we're getting more Hunger Games. Sunrise of the Reaping is a book they're working on, and I believe it was also a film adaptation of it in the works.
Yeah.
So if you like the last prequel, you will get another prequel that is not a sequel to the prequel. That took a while to get out correctly. This one will actually take place 40 years later than Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So it will not be a direct sequel to the last movie. So they're just filling in time in different gaps in between. So that's something interesting.
You know, these books are still popular. So
I mean, truthfully, it's good for them. They can cast anybody they want because time has passed. So you can bring in newer, cheaper actors if you want. You can do whatever you want. So is Glenn Powell the next leading man? Hitman released today on Netflix to very good ratings.
So he's in the running for a Batman.
97 critic score on Rotten Tomatoes.
And you know who the girl is? Bix. Big Booty Bix from Endor. Nice.
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 Nice. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. I will probably this weekend, but he's getting a lot of work. He's also rumored to be up for that role in the remake of Running Man.
Also, Batman. He's one of the candidates for the show.
I don't see him as Batman though.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll get a better feel for it after this movie to see him in some action sequences and stuff like that. It'll be.
Yeah, he was good in Anyone But You. I liked him in that movie.
He was the best part of that movie.
Really? That was the best part? It wasn't any other part you liked?
Well, in terms of acting,
oh, okay.
He was the best part of that movie. Visually, well, there were two other things that I liked in that movie, but
John, the female is the girl who played in Endor, Andrea Jonah. What's her name?
Yeah, and she was just cast for something else too.
She was Bix in Endor.
Yeah, she was just cast for something else too.
I thought you were waiting for some Ewoks.
She was an Ewok.
Yeah.
She was an Ewok. Yeah.
She played Princess Nisa.
Yeah, she was in Endor where she
kept singing "Jump Jump"
off and
Jump.
I know that.
Endor's love interest.
The one that sold them out. Well, she didn't sell them out, did she?
No, she didn't sell them out. She was.
Her boyfriend sold her out.
They tortured her. Yeah.
That's because there's.
But he gets drunk and calls him.
Of people his age, there's not that many leading men. You have Gosling, Ryan Reynolds,
but
Timothée Chalamet.
Gosling still hasn't had a blockbuster movie though that he was the lead in.
No, but I think he's leading up to that. I guess Cavill. We could say Cavill.
Was it his first movie? Top Gun 2, Maverick.
This guy, Glenn Powell.
Yeah, it's his first bigger role. Yeah.
So,
So I don't know. He seems to be getting a lot of work and a lot more exposure. So I don't know. To me, he's the perfect blend of like Ryan Reynolds is too jokey for me. I can't take him seriously. I can't take him serious in a serious movie. Gosling, I like Gosling, but people seem to not like the Gosling for some reason and buy into Gosling as a leading man. But
I like him in Fall Guy.
I like him as an actor in general. And he can do serious. I've seen Drive.
I
seen Only God Forgives.
I think it's just like the whole Ryan Reynolds effect where Hollywood pushes these actors to be leading men. And general audience just not for me.
Yeah, but you can't keep having. Yeah, I mean George Clooney's old, Brad Pitt is old. A lot of those Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Timothée Chalamet.
Spring Chicken. Yeah, but you can't have a kid that looks 12 in all these.
He's kind of feminine looking too.
You got Holland doing it.
He's like a feminine. Yeah, that's what Halo.
Not really.
That feminine look.
Holland still has voice cracks and everything he does. Holland's not. Holland, I mean, I don't see him as a leading man. I see him as, he's just a kid in this movie. You need somebody to fill that void for movies. So I like Gosling. Helmsworth is great in action. Extraction was fantastic. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen him in anything really serious. I want to see. You have to have somebody that can be a dramatic actor as well and play well in a drama to be the leading man in that kind of age group demographic. And I know Chalamet has, but again, he looks like he's 12 and that's difficult. It's hard to see. Could you see him with a grown ass woman in a role? I can't.
He was with a grown ass man, Armie Hammer. Did you watch that? What's the name of that movie?
Death on the Nile.
No, Call Me by My Name.
I haven't. Yeah,
that was disturbing. Very disturbing.
It's a dark movie, and I said I like him as an actor. He has chops, He just still looks very, very young. He could
his
play a teenager in movies for a while.
I think his next project is he's shooting a Bob Dylan biopic.
I like Driver as well. I don't know if Driver is his face is too weird. I put him in the kind of like that Willem Dafoe category of I love him as an actor, but he's going to be that weird guy in the movie. I don't know. I would
say Reggie Jean Page, but he hasn't been getting a lot of roles. The guy from Bridgerton and Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I would say Denzel's son can carry serious roles. John Washington,
yeah,
which I enjoy, but I don't know. There seems to just be a bit of a gap there in terms of younger actors coming up that can fill this sexy man machismo role as a leading actor that can play both drama and comedic.
They don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
Half the problem is a lot of these movie studios don't want to take a chance on new talent because they want to keep going to the well with the same talent they've been using.
No, I mean,
right?
I guess Tom Cruise can. Xenu will keep him alive as long as they need to make movies, I guess. But
as long as he keeps going into that back to tank, he'll be fine.
But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting younger generation of actors coming up and see who rises to the top there.
But it really hasn't been a Hollywood star in a long time. You know, it really hasn't someone that a box office draw.
No, there hasn't been. So,
yeah.
Monster High, as we mentioned before, is getting a live action treatment. Akiva Goldman is going to write the script, which this is the only reason I put this in news is because it's an interesting choice for a writer. He's the guy that wrote Beautiful Mind. He's also the showrunner for Star Trek Brave New World.
Strange New Worlds.
No, Strange New Worlds. Sorry. You can see how much Star Trek I've been watching.
That's a good writer because Strange New Worlds is amazing.
Yeah, and he's the showrunner for it, so he's not writing, but he's overseeing everything. So it's interesting. They're putting somebody that has some decent writing chops into a Monster High movie. So we'll see. I just threw this in there because it amuses me. The Boys has great viral marketing. VOT International has a great site on Twitter.
I thought it was a real story. Then I was like, oh, that's just VOT.
I like viral marketing. I like when companies do this because number one, it's cheap. It doesn't really cost them much of anything other than to have some writer sitting there just every week just cranking out a tweet for something. But they're hilarious. They do some funny things, movie posters and stuff like that for this whole universe. But it's good viral marketing. I would suggest hopping on X and checking out the VOT International handle. And
when is this give me in 2 weeks? 2-3 weeks
soon.
I think so. What's next week? Next week is House of Dragon. I think maybe Rings of Power, then The Boys. 4 great shows in same month. Bastards.
Yeah, like I said, it's good marketing. I appreciate good marketing. This shows what you can do with not $100 million in stupid PR tours. Because I'm tired of PR tours and press tours and all that stuff. It's and I think a lot of the actors and actresses are as well, as noted in a couple interviews that came out earlier in the week. These actors get tired of being shuffled from reporter to reporter to put a smile on their face and answer the same questions over and over. All that really ever comes out of it are some random bad soundbite when they're tired and just make some offhanded comment and let their guard down. And then that just becomes clickbait and garbage clicks for bad press. So I wish more companies would just stick with this kind of stuff to promote their material and let the actors sit in their mansions until the shows come out. It's official. Dr. Pepper has surpassed Pepsi as the second biggest soda brand in the U.S. The spot Pepsi has held since 1985. Coke, of course, remains number one. So all you garbage Pepsi drinkers out there, you're now number 3.
I don't know anybody could drink Coke. It's so bland.
Listen, I don't drink soda. I haven't drank soda in 15 years, man. So I don't care.
You know, a barely almost frozen Pepsi can't be beat. We know this, right, Styx?
I did have Pepsi with milk, the Vernon Shirley, man. It's like an ice cream soda, man.
Vernon Shirley. I always hated when they did that. Drinking with milk.
If you put Pepsi with milk, it's an ice cream soda.
Why are you drinking soda and milk?
That's basically an ice
Shirley.
cream float.
Come on, man.
Well, if it's with ice cream with Coke, it's a brown cow. If it's with root beer, it's root beer float.
It's seltzer water for me, man. That's it.
I have noticed that just going into 7-Elevens and stuff like that, there is significantly less soda available. Used to walk back there in the coolers, and there would be
Mama Bear, if you
a couple coolers of soda. Not anymore.
You put milk
It's
in
a whole section, like two refrigerators full of energy drinks now.
Oh, I know.
I was like,
and they're chock full of awful things.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
As evidenced by
cream soda.
Yeah. I've never been a fan of cream soda. It is
a long time ago, I used to drink a lot of Diet Coke. I used to drink Diet Coke until I found that the Diet Coke is actually worse than straight up Coke.
Yeah. It's all garbage, but in moderation, everything's
fine.
Well,
just take a glass of water and just pour sugar in it. Same thing.
Actually, what I do is I have seltzer water. That's my
I need to pour corn syrup in it and then shake it. All right. The Deadpool and Wolverine pops are coming. June 17th, I think they will arrive. I think there is possibly the ability to still pre-order these, but they're coming. So for all you pop fans who haven't, for some reason, picked up a Deadpool pop yet, because there's only 7,000 variations of Deadpool in
Wolverine. They're coming out with the Wolverine Weapon X pop and tea bundle. It's coming out soon.
Yeah. So
a lot of Wolverines too.
Everyone jumping on that.
No more pops for me. I'm running out of space.
Everyone jumping on that Deadpool Wolverine train.
As long as this ball has space, it's need all these Boba Fett pops. Continue. And I have a list of 52 variants they could do for Boba Fett Funko, and I'm gonna let them know.
Knowing them, they'll probably run with it because.
Well, you know, they take their time of doing things. We don't have an Attack of the Clones young Boba. I don't know why. Young Boba Fett, we don't have it. Huh. We don't have a Django young Boba 2-pack. Don't know why.
There's not a headless Django.
They don't have the helmet.
Exactly. They don't have that one either. I've been waiting for that.
They don't have one where Luke is beating him and he's drinking blue milk, just like.
And I got the one with you with the blue milk getting beaten, but that's okay.
Yeah, never happened, buddy. Never happened.
Yeah, I have.
It's happened. It's happened.
I thought they were going to reduce their SKUs a while back, but
wasn't there like a landfill full of pops somewhere?
Well, listen, Marshalls, Ross, and Five Below are getting all the leftovers.
Whatever falls off the train.
No, Ross actually has a legitimate display. They have a shelf, legitimate with all the stuff they have.
Yeah, I do like the beard on Wolverine though.
Yeah, it's a decent Wolverine pop.
Get it autographed by Hugh Jackman because it is.
There's so many Deadpool
off the Hugh Jackman pop.
So many Deadpool variants already, but if you're a Deadpool collector or Wolverine collector, they're another one to add to the wall.
Yeah, King Portal. The pop's going to be a toxic wasteland. Plastic and the pops are all toxic. We're all going to die from that and mutate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have microplastics in our balls anyway. Last story here, I just found this one amusing. Bald men are being hunted down in Mozambique. Authorities in Mozambique say that bald men are being killed allegedly because of the belief that their heads contain gold.
What?
Oh, it should be coming my head. It'll come my head.
This is a legitimate news story.
God.
This is actually happening.
Is it all bald? Is it bald men? Was it black men, white men? What is it? Just
bald men. It
Okay.
didn't matter. Just bald men were being chased down. They were being encouraged to wear ball caps or do things like that to hide their baldness. Because our heads are filled with gold.
Yo, listen. If my head was filled with gold, I'll have more Boba Fett stuff. I can tell you that. Oh, I got myself.
Well, apparently, there's some superstition down there about bald people's heads being filled with gold. So people are just being
We should have had bald men are more sexier. Women love bald men.
What? Who told you that?
What?
That's a delusion they told you? That's not
a delusion.
It's true.
Women love bald men. Bald men.
That's true. Bald is beautiful.
Truth. Bald and beautiful, baby.
Styx, you ever heard this lie?
I think someone on the subway.
I lived it. I'm living it. I'm always living it. Since I'm 30 years old, I've been living it, son.
Yep.
But just because Marco tells you that every night before bed doesn't make it true.
No.
Come on.
Listen, don't be jealous because I'm the bald-headed motherfucker that down under, son.
Hey, don't fuck with us. We got gold in our head.
Apparently.
Yeah.
All right,
for
that's not a comic sale of the week this week. In honor of Grommets being on the Hot 10 this week, I did skateboards, collectible skateboards. So first off, I tried to put a little something in there for everybody. We got the primitive Sailor Moon skateboard full collection, sold on 3 bids for $1,175. Don't sleep on collectible skateboards, kids. Some of these go for ridiculous amounts of money. Next on the list, the Pikachu skateboard from 2023. This one was limited to 500. This was not one of the ones, I believe, that was one of the mystery bags, because those go for a good amount of money as well. Yeah. Where you don't know what deck you're going to get. But
it was a gold one. I think a gold one they showed one time.
Yeah. But
I think the best one was Charizard.
This Pikachu goes for $586. Most of them, there's a handful online that you can get. Most of are around $550.
But that's not bad. 586, 550, limit to 500. So basically, like, it's like $2 a.
That's right at ratio.
And decks are fun to display. It's cool artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Next up on the list, Funko Fun Days exclusive Santa Cruz and Jupiter skateboard deck, limited to 80, sold for $340. That was just a fun little
board. I want that one.
It was a fun take on the screaming Santa Cruz hand. And last but not least, just for Dom, Santa Cruz Boba Fett skateboard deck sold for $150. It's a sharp deck. It is a nice deck.
They also have a holiday special Boba Fett too.
Could be your next,
in case you didn't know about the Boba deck, it's only on the board for 8 minutes, then it's done.
Oh man.
But these are sharp. Actually, both sides are.
This is for the comedian.
Cool. That's what I'm here for.
You're funny. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
I was surprised how many decks are out there.
I'm taking a part of you with me.
There's tons of Pokemon decks out there. Those mystery bags.
I'm not answering that.
Are crazy.
I'm glad you received your package, Archer. Congrats again on your win.
Now, okay, aside, the boards. There's a huge collector market out there for the boards. It's like sneakerheads.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like I said, what they're doing with them when they did those Pokemon ones and the kind of the blind bag, it's you you're either going to get something really great, or you might be a little disappointed. But even the ones I think that were somewhat disappointing were still going for a decent amount of money. So
listen, the holiday special Boba Fett board is a different picture. That's about it.
Nice.
It's different, but the whole background is different.
There's a handful of Stormtrooper ones too. Yeah. There's a full set of Star Wars ones with multiple characters, which are cool. So
there's a Vader one, a Yoda one too.
So if you if you're into a certain character or something like that, and are looking for something maybe to display on your wall outside of a book or a pop or something, hey, these decks look sharp. So
and just in case you guys didn't know, the person that brought those Sailor Moon skateboards is BK. Congrats, BK, on your purchase.
Those are sharp too. They got the all the shiny holograph stuff on them. They're
I like that.
They're cool,
yeah, those are nice.
decks. Cool
Yeah,
decks.
nice.
And I say, hey, 6 decks selling for over $1,000. That's nothing to balk at.
That's only $200 a deck, really.
Yeah.
Shall we play a game?
All right, Styx.
All righty. So this week we're doing.
Hey, Degrassi.
Since we're covering swimsuits, I thought we would go through some
What is this?
swimsuits from comics, and I thought I'd ask the chat who wore it better. So we'll go on to.
This is gonna get us demonetized?
Nope.
No, you're not gonna get
Okay.
Yeah.
Demoralized, but not demonetized.
I never had morals.
Here we got pink suits here, some pink outfits. You've got Gamora's swimsuit from Image. You got Veronica in the middle there, and the pink flamingos, little 2-piece. And you got Kate Bishop Hawkeye in her little 1-piece on the floaty.
Ooh,
I like
we're
Gamora.
better.
Gamora wore
So
it better.
I asked the chat who
Okay.
wore it better. I mean, I like
Personally, for me, I'm a Veronica Lodge fan. I will say
Yep.
Veronica every day of the week.
Veronica. Can't go wrong with Veronica. She's got a little bit of an attitude, but that's okay.
That's
Gamora.
that's why she's the best.
That's right. Yeah, Gamora.
Veronica.
Gamora.
All right. You ready?
Well, yeah, let's go to the next one. You're all wrong because Big
Big
Bertha had
Bertha.
a better.
What?
Damn.
had a better-
Oh,
Yep, you're
what
all
is
wrong.
this?
Sorry about that.
It's always fun to see Big Bertha.
I forgot about Big Bertha.
All right, round 2.
Whoa.
Here we got some blue outfits. Here we got
He was swimming in there.
the Grimm Fairy Tales. I'm not sure who the girl
It's
is
a
on the
trap.
cover
It's
there.
a trap.
That's a Xenoscope character. Nobody knows.
Yeah. I don't know. Wonder Woman there, kind of a weird head. It looks like an AI. But she's got a nice little 1-piece with the Wonder Woman logo on her. And of course, Lady Death, they're from Coffin Comics. In a glorious little 2-piece.
That's right.
So, chat. Who wore which year wore it better?
Latrell's catching on quite
No,
quickly.
it's a trap. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's a quick catch on this week, buddy.
All right.
I'm just saying, pick wisely because the next slide will be Wolverine in a blue swim trunks.
So anyone picking up there? They got
Lady
LD,
Death,
Lady
Lady
Death,
Death.
yeah, Lady Death shoes. Okay.
Take care, Joe.
Well, if you had chosen Wonder Woman, you'd have been almost right.
What
It's Linda Carter and her unitard here.
That was season 2.
Yep. You were almost right if you picked.
Look at
you
those
would've
jam
picked
bags.
Wonder Woman.
Still the best superhero show on TV.
Yep.
All right, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
The world is
No,
waiting
still the best.
for you.
Still the best Wonder Woman. Really. All right.
Take it away. Take it away.
Round 3. Here we got some red
That's
outfits.
Scarlet
here.
Witch.
Yeah, well, I thought it was Scarlet Witch, and I thought it was Olsen, but then I looked down and it looks like she's packing. So I'm not quite sure.
I was
Oh,
sure.
jeez.
It's the Scarlet Warlock, I guess. Then you get Chun-Li here.
Watch
in the
out for
middle.
all one.
Well, she can manipulate realities, take it away, put it back.
And I thought I'd throw in this.
Vision's pretty kinky.
She's got a nice little red top. She's
Little
trying on there.
Chun-Li,
So,
and of course,
who on here do you like better, Chad? Who do you like on here better?
That is
Girl.
Chun-Li.
The red outfit is the better here. Oh, we got Chun-Li.
I'm always going to say Chun-Li because I like them thick legs.
Yeah,
On the
that's
thighs.
a nice one. I like the design. I like the Scarlet Witch. She's all right, but yeah, like you said, she does look like she's got a little extra going on down below.
just push it to the side. That's what my friend used to say.
Do a little Buffalo Bob. Just kind of tuck it under.
I'm
Do a little-
not putting the lotion in the basket.
Yeah. Chun-Li all day. Okay, well, for the best outfit here for the Reds, it's actually Medusa. That you can't go wrong with that.
We're gonna have to have a
outfit.
talk after the show about your game choices.
That's a good Medusa though.
That's a good Medusa. That's a good Medusa. And I think that's Wonder Man there, right? I think that's Wonder Man.
Yeah. Not non-mulleted Wonder Man.
Yeah. Round 4. Can't have
Figure Bishop's
swimsuit
arms,
without
man.
some, man.
I love that. I love that picture of Bishop. It's one of the funniest, greatest pictures. The hair
Kinda looks like
is
a
fantastic.
wolf. I don't know. He looks like a wolf there, but here you got the first picture there. That's Black Panther. King
That's
T'Challa.
90s art. You can tell that's 90s art.
Hey, swimsuit issues were
Demonetized.
big 90s things.
So,
Is that
yeah,
Nightwing?
a great
Yeah,
Bishop
yeah.
in the middle there, and then Nightwing.
That way.
Nightwing, he's got that 12-pack going on there, and I don't know what else to say about
Bishop's
Nightwing.
arms are bigger than his chest. It's impressive.
Where's my clipboard? I gotta find my clipboard. I'm gonna write this down.
He's
Yo.
definitely got that hairy arm, like
We're definitely getting the
like
put it off YouTube.
And why does Bishop have a flat package?
I just can't get past the hair. The hair. I that's where I stop. I'm looking at that thing and I'm like, that's some beautiful flowing locks.
Six logo up.
Uh,
Rick James, bitch.
So
Of
course.
no one picking. Well,
Is this gonna be
I think they're
Cyclops? Or
any of them, because the actual winner is Gnort.
oh,
That's right. Good old Gnort.
Can't go wrong with Thor.
I don't know who the girl is there in front of him with the mustache, but
She's impressed.
she's very impressed. All right. Here we got some red, white, and blue. I thought I'd throw some red, white, and blue. Maybe not next month, but coming up, we do have some. We had Memorial Day. We have July 4th coming up. We've got Nubia here in her red, white, and blue and star.
no.
Unitard.
No, that's
That's
Wonder Woman.
You've got
She's got a tan, but it's Wonder Woman.
Sam Wilson, Captain America there in the middle.
Little Falcon.
And then, of course, Steve Rogers.
This is Steve Rogers' nose.
Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of he's looking a little snooty there.
It's more the chin, I think, that does it for me there. With
This is a
the,
condescending douche.
He's got the nice red, white, and blue trunks holding up America's ass.
It's like a diaper. He's wearing a diaper.
Really? A little show for the Zulu tribe there. So.
Yeah.
Hey, which one do we like here better? Wonder Woman. Oh, we got Wonder Woman for our child. Yeah. Nubia. I guess it's Nubia, right? I mean, it's not really.
she is taking in the musk. She's taking in the musk there.
Yeah.
Rogers musk.
You got that.
Sticks his catch with a stiffy. Captain America.
All right, so which red, white, and blue is better? The answer
What the hell is this?
is Betty.
Oh, yeah.
and her hand knitted red, white, and blue swimsuit here.
What kind of game is this, man?
I don't know. Six is he's already on probation with his games.
I liked it. I thought it was
There
fun.
you go. Game over. Little fun this week. Little fun.
Yeah, I liked it. All right. So swimsuit covers. Again, there's some that might not have made this list that you think should have. There's some you might see on this list that you didn't ever see before. Again, after the show, if you want to go into YouTube comments, note your favorite ones if you didn't see them here. I'm happy to do a short follow-up segment of fan favorites that might not have made the list. Again, as we were noting before, DC is doing their swimsuit covers that are coming out. They're doing these 8 covers. I personally like the water skiing trio by Frank Cho. It's nice. That and the Raza Harley is one of my favorite Harley Quinn covers that I have seen in quite a while. I think they dropped the ball on a few of these, but to each his own, I guess.
Is that Flash right there with Dolphins?
Yeah, Flash is running with the Dolphins. You got Batman warming up before taking a swim.
Is that Dick Grayson with the beach ball on the coconut, on top of the tree? Who was that?
Yeah, I believe that is.
I don't know.
So it's not bad. The Titans won. The third one on the top is pretty fun as well.
Yeah,
Superman. Can Superman get sunburn? Is that possible? Is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be somebody put some suntan lotion on his chest and put the S in there? Or I don't know, but that's something. So they're doing theirs right now. I think it's Unknown Comics has this Carrie Andrews. It's a 3-issue connector, which is an homage to the great Jim Lee pool cover. So it's X-Men, NYX, and one of the other new titles as well. So it's a 3-set connector. It was a pretty good throwback and a pretty nice cover. And then new as well coming out, Valiant is jumping on the bandwagon of swimsuit covers as well. So you got a handful of Valiant covers. Some are definitely better than others.
They got the Bloodshot.
The Bloodshot Copper Tone homage is fun. That is a fun cover.
He needs a tan.
Well, he's freaking dead. He keeps dying. He comes back, regenerating himself. Guys.
So I figured since those were coming, we would start to talk about some of the swimsuit specials that came out back in the day. So people like to think of Marvel Illustrated being, this is the first one that kind of started the craze. It's actually the Amazing Heroes swimsuit specials predated the Marvel Illustrated swimsuit issue. So the anthropomorphic one from 1990 is a pretty famous cover as well. They did another one in 91 as well. And then, of course, Marvel started theirs with the Still Freeze Marvel Illustrated She-Hulk cover. That thing is a pretty well-known cover. Personally like the Storm cover that they did when they did the swimsuit special.
Yep.
Marvel continued with a rogue that looks like she's been staying at a Super 8 motel for a little too long. It's a little hard looking, but it's still a rogue cover. So I can't knock.
He serves diner food.
I can't knock a Savage Land rogue swimsuit cover.
Okay.
But like I said, you got a handful of interesting covers. You got Namor there. I'm guessing that's supposed to be Sue.
Adam Hughes cover. Nice.
Yeah, it's an early Hughes. And then everyone wanted to start jumping onto the bandwagon. You had some that were better than others.
Robotech.
Yeah, there are Robotech swimsuit spectaculars.
Is that Lin May?
That's Minmay.
Of course, you know, in the 90s, we had all kinds of very small titles as well. So you can get a Vampire Illustrated swimsuit as well. Image started jumping on the Homage Studios swimsuit covers. This is actually an ash can that came out of that. If people remember them still, they used to do ash cans in a way that didn't look like a regular comic book back in the day. And again, Homage Studios, Once all those boys jumped ship, they were like, hey, let's just take that idea over to Image and roll with it.
That's, her ass is like misshapen.
So you got the Homage Studios, you got Wildstorm. Wildstorm actually had a few. You had a Ballistic Studios swimsuit. So between Image and Image Top Cow, they did a handful of covers and issues. Lady Death had her swimsuit specials. Erotica had a swimsuit special. And for all you Liefeld fans out there, there were Evangeline. There was an Evangeline. You got one Rob Liefeld cover out of that. So that was hard to look at because it was Rob Liefeld art. So you got some cosplay covers on that as well. Yeah, well, he stopped at the knees,
Liefeld with a
made
wig.
it easier.
Liefeld with a wig. That's what it looks like.
The Razor swimsuit special was actually pretty decent. It's a decent cover on that. More Robotech Sentinels. I love the fact that they decided we need more than one Robotech swimsuit special.
There weren't that many females in Robotech.
Oh, yeah, remember you had the what's the name?
They're all in swimsuits.
The captain, yeah.
You
had the two Studis girls, the two girls that were on the show. Yeah.
There's your Gamora there.
You had Miria. You had Miria, who was the one of the aliens that she with Max Sterling. She married Max Sterling.
Yep. You got a Gamora cover there, which that Gamora cover is a early J. Scott Campbell. Nice elementals for all your Kamiko fans out there. Some Evangeline and Glory. You know, if you wanted a little crossover swimsuit action, there you go.
Do they scissor?
Dark Child. Let's yeah. My favorite, Fathom is always fantastic. They had a handful of swimsuit specials, and then also with Michael Turner stuff, you had the Aspen Flash swimsuit specials as well. Yes, but it's the Gamora swimsuit special. The Aspen specials are great. If you're a Michael Turner fan, there's a lot of amazing Michael Turner covers as well as with the Fathom stuff. There were a lot of these Aspen Splash covers. They're all pretty sharp.
Michael Turner really has some good covers, man.
They did. There's plenty of Lady Death ones out there as well that are actual swimsuit specials, and then some of her just swimsuited.
And that ass all day from freaking Lady Death, I tell you that.
Gold Digger had a run of, what was it? It's like 26 issues or whatever. A lot of their swimsuit issues. These are some of the better ones out of there. If you like some of the more anime stuff, 21 is the best cover out of the run.
Look at the last cover. It says Joel.
Yep, that's the one.
That's the one.
Yep. that is the best of the Gold Digger swimsuit covers.
Yeah, Joe has got motorboat that.
Yep. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
All day, every day. Grim Fairy Tales from Zenoscope also did swimsuit editions.
Surprising.
Yeah. Oh, this is earlier Zenoscope stuff.
Surprising. Very surprising.
Why should they like the Baroness, the girl on the bottom? The first issue.
She does.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
And
Didn't
my favorite of swimsuit specials are definitely the Street Fighter ones. Udon does not fool around when it comes to their swimsuit specials. Of course, their premiere issue was a wonderful homage to the Marvel Swimsuit Illustrated. That's about as thin as you will ever see Chun-Li.
I remember that cover. The
Yeah.
mermaid cover.
They have some good ones. Udon does not fool around with their swimsuit covers. They're all fun and enjoyable. Of anybody that's doing swimsuit issues, the Street Fighter ones tend to be the top dog to me. All the Jury covers are fantastic that they do. This is the 2024 that's coming out. That's a Nick Pot cover. I think we had that on the Now and Later a while back.
He only has that his pull list already, Joe, right?
He's pulling already.
Oh yeah, just there's two versions. One without the lab coat, which has been sold out for weeks,
really?
and then the one with the lab coat. And of course, DC has still had some. They had a swimsuit cover run last year.
Last couple of years they've been doing them.
Yeah.
That's funny how Batman has just his he has his hood
With this cowl.
Yeah, it's nice to call on the Catwoman there. Yeah, they went for more funny ones for most of theirs, more so than sexy for their swimsuits, which I guess I understand. They're DC.
Yeah.
Although they did it right on that Nubia cover. The Vampires cover, DC vs. Vampires, All Out War cover, that last one there, is a good one as well. She has a little vampire blood dripping from
She got a big hat too.
Yeah. Of course, we had the Norts that came out as well. If you didn't want to go for the Hughes or the J. Scott Campbell, you also had a Will Jack. There's a couple variations of this. There's this one, then there's a full body one, as well as the Lobos that came out as well.
And that the middle one, the third one, looks like Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence,
yeah,
a little bit. I think
you had more of the beach layout one. There's actually two variants of that Action Comics 1056 as well. And you got a nice Michael Allred one on Wonder Woman 800, which was nice because there were a ton of covers on Wonder Woman 800.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice Dotson Catwoman there as well.
The Dotson cover.
Nice.
That's a good Harley as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's a good Harley. That's what I'm gonna stick with on that one. Getting out to some more indies. Steve Mannion, who does Fearless Dawn, had a swimsuit edition that came out that was fantastic. Any of the Fearless Dawn stuff that comes out, there's often these black and white variants on them. They're all really great, beautiful. You can also a lot of times from like Things from Another World and stuff like that, when you pre-order these, a lot of times you can pre-order them signed, and there's really not any major upcharge on getting them signed. So
nice.
Some Kickstarters and various things was still illustrated. The second one there is a lyrics cover. And then, of course, we have a Miss Meow swimsuit special 2022. Because Shikari. And going back in time, in terms of just looking at some just good, fun bathing suit covers, it's been a trope for years, going back to the golden age of a lot of these comics. There's Fritzy Ritzy. That's Aunt Fritzy. That's Nancy and Sluggo's, or Nancy's aunt from Nancy and Sluggo.
Yeah.
Torchy Bill Ward stuff is always fantastic. There's always some good Kathy King covers. Got some L.B. Cole, Popular Teenagers in Love. Tessie, Henry Arch. Corliss Archer covers always make me laugh. They're always good. And of course, nothing says bikinis and Golden Age and Silver Age comics like Archie comics. And nothing says great innuendos like the last cover on this list. If you can read that and see it on your screen, bless you. I'm not going to read it.
My horoscope predicted I'll be in the pink today.
Archie innuendo covers are fantastic. I'll let you also read the next one on Betty and me there.
Archie, did you have any trouble rescuing me? I sure did, Betty. I had to beat off 3 other guys.
Nice. That fits Brucifer right there.
Yeah.
I'm glad the Archie fad has caught on in terms of people doing exclusives and stuff like that. These Nuno Perez pop art from Stadium Comics are all fantastic. They does a handful of them. They always look super, super sharp in hand. And you also got a nice this year exclusive Ejikure, who did a very nice Sabrina there. That's the best endowed Sabrina I've ever seen. I know what she was wishing for. Normally Stadium Comics, Great Wall of Comics, do a lot of Dan Parent stuff as well. So Great Wall does a lot of these fun connecting covers. So you can get for the holidays, the Valentine's one, normally on the other side of the heart, you would have Veronica. And you complete it with a connecting cover. They do a lot of fun Star Wars covers. And my favorite Dan Parent cover. Yes.
The Phoebe Cates friggin' Fast Times, Richmond High.
Yes.
There you go.
That was one of my favorite purchases. It's one of my favorite. And I own a lot of old Archie Golden Age stuff and stuff like that. But that one is still one of my favorites. Marvel did get in the game a bit with with just some good swimsuit covers when they did the Marvel covers, the Greg Horn covers. I don't think Marvel could ever get away with putting these types of covers out again.
I don't know.
Marvel's pretty tame nowadays. Maybe they do a red band.
There you go.
Hey, leave those red bands alone.
These are just a couple of my favorites. I love this Punchline swimsuit issue. Just came out about 6 months ago. It's just a really cool cover, cool wraparound cover. And I love the cosplay cover for Bikini Assassin Team. It just felt appropriately early 90s.
Just like early 90s, late 80s type of thing.
Yeah.
You got that waved hair there.
Yeah, that hair's crunchy. I can tell you that hair's going to be crunchy.
Yeah.
But,
is it? No.
What was that?
That one girl, is that Black Widow? The girl that plays Black Widow?
No, I don't think so.
No.
That's not Scarlett Johansson.
I was just going to do
She would have been a very small girl.
Exactly.
You mean the one on the left that's being
the black cookies?
Yeah, she's. I think she's being mostly covered up because I'm guessing she's not as toned as the other girls. Again, if you don't go with the Fathom swimsuit issues, Fathom has a lot of really great covers, including this one in the middle, which is a beautiful J. Scott Campbell The one on the right's a nice Siam cover as well. And Queen of the Swimsuits. If you like swimsuit covers, there's plenty of Betty Page covers out there for you as well.
What was the story of Betty Page again? The story again, like she
just pin up. I mean, she was a pin up model, and
she pin up model. She disappeared or she died. Or
she just kind of became a bit of a recluse, and then kind of wasn't happy about the pinup work that she did as she got older, and just kind of went off and into obscurity.
Okay.
But you can find some good Betty if you like, cosplay covers or photo covers. You can find some good Betty Page covers there as well. There's a good Rebecca Puebla cover there, and in the middle you got a Lyrics cover. Lyrics did the A covers, I believe, for this run of Betty Page with Dynamite. And to end our swimsuit talk, I decided I was just going to load in a bunch of Coppertone homages. So Josh Burns did a whole series. This is the first two of them. There's a Betty Page and a Deja Thoris there. Then Tiago Del Silva did a handful of these exclusives as well. Again, many of them look similar. So some people like to buy the set. Some people just like to find their favorite character out of it. So Burns and Silva both did a handful of these Coppertone homages.
I have that one, the Dynamite, the Raise the Dead. I have that.
Yeah.
I have that issue.
You got a good Power Girl one there. The Raise the Dead one is fun with the zombie grabbing it.
I like that.
Again, you can get, I think there's a total of 5 Josh Burns ones.
I like that. The bat freaking taking a penny. It's cool.
Yeah, that's Mike McCone, I believe. And you got a game March. Vampirella is always up in the air in terms of, do you consider it a bathing suit or not? Because her outfit just looks like a swimsuit at all times.
All times. She wears a lingerie.
You had a good Witchblade Coppertone homage. One of my favorites, more recent, Florida Man, had a great Coppertone homage. You had the alligator grabbing it. You have a Red Sonja Coppertone homage. And last but not least on the list, you have, of course, a Deadpool with Jeff the Land Shark screwing with Elsa Bloodstone. So,
Nice.
And that is our swimsuits for the day.
Nice, Joe, man. Good.
Had to end on the She-Hulk with the beach ball. It's just a great cover.
Yeah.
And that's what we got.
Yay.
Very nice.
All
Welcome
right.
to summer.
I figured we would end the night with just some discussions here. So, a couple discussions for topic. First one is Hollywood relying too much on old properties to carry them through? Are they devoid of new ideas, or are they devoid of ideas to be able to create a new franchise that can last? You can see the timelines on a lot of these. I mean, the scares me that Harry Potter's been around for 27 years. That makes me feel old.
Agreed.
Boy, how about Star Wars? 47 years old.
Yeah.
All my life.
They're still going to the well. Spider-Man's been around for 62 years. James Bond, 71. Batman, 85. Superman, 86.
Sherlock Holmes, 137 years old.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings been around 87 years. It's these properties have been around for a long time, and they seem to just keep going to the well. Can Hollywood create a new franchise that is lasting? The only thing I can think of that's been somewhat successful,
Jurassic Park.
most recently, Jurassic Park. Even Jurassic Park is 30 years old, if
Something
not
like that,
longer. Yeah.
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 I
You could
I
probably
think-
actually have to go back further if you include Crichton's book.
I think it's hard because when they do something new, nobody cares. Nobody goes see it. And today's people with their phones, it's hard to get people to pay attention to something for an hour, or let alone 2 or 3 films.
While it doesn't necessarily float my boat, I would say Hunger Games has done a decent job of building a newer franchise.
Well,
They had
20 years.
has
Hunger
it?
Games?
Well, I mean, I guess with the book, well, has it been 20 years?
Well, listen,
That
Joe,
even
you
makes
should
me
have
feel
put
older.
for Spider-Man Avengers. You should have put just Marvel in general. Marvel's been around, for that particular time. Marvel as a whole. Yeah, Spider-Man and the Avengers, but Batman, but it's still part of the of a whole. Like Star Wars, for instance, it's just Star Wars. Star Wars, and they have the spin-offs of what they have, but Star Wars is the one thing. But the Avengers, Spider-Man, that's a whole thing from Marvel itself. So Marvel, the franchises. See, King Kong versus Godzilla. That's another franchise that
It's been around for a long time, though.
Yeah.
been around for a long time.
Toho.
Exactly.
People like nostalgia. They want to see stuff that hits them in the heart or sparks a memory. Or, oh look, let's put Darth Vader in this show, and let's put someone else in this show, or let's remake this movie.
So do we think?
Yeah.
Like
How many times?
Something like Rebel Moon is it dead on arrival basically then?
Right now,
Yep.
look, right now, you think about it. There are franchises that I guess getting a third reboot right now, which is crazy. Think about it.
Is.
There is no creativity, no originality anymore.
Spider-Man's going to be getting close to its 4th reboot.
I know, and you think about it. They keep recycling these shows and these movies, these characters. There's really nothing out there. Like the creativity is gone.
Right? Aren't you the same person that said you wanted a TV series or movie with Luke, Leia, and Han between the sequel and
the fact
the original trilogy? Aren't you that guy? Aren't you that guy?
No, I am that guy. Look, because I do like the certain franchises, but the originality is gone. Like, we're very blessed. Us 4 on this panel are very blessed. The time period that we were born, because look at what we got in our time period, since we're born. So we've been very blessed. Other people never had this opportunity to be where we are in this timetable. It's amazing how some of these things like the 80s really brought out a lot of certain things. Like when you grew up, Spider-Man, like the cartoons, Spider-Man, Amazing Friends, and then you had the 90s, like with Star Wars, we were born in the right time.
Yep.
So many people that were born in the wrong time, so whoever was born in the Sherlock Holmes time period got to see that was their thing, and Middle Earth and all that shit. Superman and Batman growing James Bond. So think about it, in that time period, they got to see that. But I think we, as individuals, our lifespan, we have gotten a lot more than I think other generations. I really think so. If you really think about it,
our generation coming in now. I was born 1973. Going forward, yes, we got a lot of new stuff because all that stuff is still new creativity. There's not a lot of that spoiling from the computer generated age like we're getting now with AI. So people actually had to think about things and create.
What do you think about it? There was like 40 years of Westerns being shown.
Yep.
But they were good. But you know what? You could take someone. I mean, say what you want about Lucas. He took concepts of samurai movies and Western movies, and he reinvented that into something that became, something that's been around for 47 years and still bringing in billions of dollars.
Yep.
That's, I think you could build off of concepts and create something new. I just don't know if anybody has it in them anymore to be able to. I don't even say that from a creative standpoint. I'm sure there's people that have great stories out there to tell that are original stories.
There are
I just don't know. I just don't know if people are willing.
Like Little Movie Perp says, there are tons of original movies out there, but nobody watches them. All they want is they want.
I do. I watch all kinds of weird indie stuff that nobody else watches.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could say John Wick. I could possibly point to John Wick as a newer franchise that is trying to build a universe. You know, you got movies out of it. Granted, the movies haven't done as well as they should have recently, but you got a TV series out of it with the Continental, which was a good series. You're going to get the Ballerina movie, which is a spinoff in that universe as well.
And apparently they're going to animate it, John Wick's cartoon coming out.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
So, I mean, I guess that's something, but I don't know if we look back, like we're looking at this now, and you look back 47 years back now, is there still going to be fan people out there and content coming out of John Wick? Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
We'll be on the 30th freaking Batman actor.
Well, you know what the crazy thing is? Think about this. After we're gone, right? After we're gone and stuff like that, I could finally see, probably in the next 30 to 40 years, they could reboot Star Wars. They could, the originals, the trilogy.
They don't need to.
They don't need to, but I think they might, if you think about it, because all the new stuff they're putting out now in Star Wars is kind of like, piling on top. Like they got this looks brand new. Like the old Star Wars will always have a place in everybody's heart, but in Hollywood's of reboots, stuff like that, eventually that could be a possibility. Because you never know. Because they have the updates. Stuff. They update every fucking thing anyway. James Bond is a new person every friggin' time now. I don't think they don't have a movie trilogy with James Bond.
James Bond is insane how long that franchise has run. For what it is, I love the old Ian Fleming books, but for how long that franchise has run, with how many different people were James Bond, and people accepted them.
Yeah.
There was never any people bitch when casting is chosen initially for some of those roles sometimes, but people settle in to whoever. It's just like Batman. And people bitch all the time. They can't play Batman. You put that son of a bitch in a Batman costume, put him in a movie or two, and you'll be like, oh shit, it's Batman. And nobody cares. Listen,
when Alan Richardson becomes the new Batman for the DCU, everybody's gonna love him.
Jedi would cream his pants.
I know he would.
He would cream his pants.
I liked Reacher. I liked him as Dove in Titans.
Yeah.
Or sorry, as Hawk in Titans.
He was good. But at the end of the day, like, all these shows and TVs, like, how many times can they do a Dracula vampire friggin' story?
A lot.
I know a lot, but how can you keep changing certain things like to make it irrelevant? You know what I'm saying? You could do books.
Come on.
Look, you can have Dracula on the screen now again with superheroes. And
you don't want Chewie punching Han going, it's they, them. My name, it's they, them.
They, them.
Chewbacca,
exactly.
they, them.
They, them. They, them.
That is one trilogy I don't think they should ever reboot
Joe,
or
you
touch.
Brought up the they them thing, and it just triggers something. It just put something in my head. I was watching something.
Oh God! Why'd you say dumb?
Yeah.
No, wait. So this girl was watching Tales of the Empire, right? Tales of the Empire. And they were joking, but they were saying about they them. In the Empire, they go, why the hell would Sith care about calling somebody by their pronouns when they just want to kill people? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we live in a brave new world that has passed us by. I let the kids do what the kids are going to do. If it appeals to them, and makes sense to them, then I guess so be it. I'm kind of to the point now with most of these things that I understand my time has passed. These things aren't made for me anymore.
Hey, BK, I know that you can't reboot perfection, but after all the original people are gone, they're gonna redo it again for a new generation. I can see it down the road. You know, I remember when I said that Star Wars wasn't never gonna be rebooted.
I mean,
They always say that shows like Back to the Future, as long as Bob Gale's alive, it will never get rebooted. So, stories will always.
I mean, the thing is, if they ever did reboot it,
Tom Holland,
would you think that they would try to actually reboot it to remake the originals or tell different stories?
No more Skywalkers. No more Skywalkers.
It would be like the new Star Wars trilogy, right? It hit the same beats, but different different.
Strange New World.
But hit the same beats. If you take Back to the Future, the way the story's set up works wonderfully.
Go back to the Future.
You take that and you just put it into a different.
And in the words of Luca Brasi, may your next Luke be a masculine Luke.
You remember when they had the Back to the Future cartoon animated series? They went back to the Vikings time. They went back to King Arthur and the Round Table. Have some shit like that. Back when the cartoons were great, man. Come on, you see? That's another thing. Cartoons suck today too. That's another thing.
What are you talking about? There's great animation out there.
Not as good as it was back in the 80s.
Where?
All right, my last topic of the night, boys.
Dragon Ball.
It's not about Acolyte. It's about nepotism in the industry. Zodiac motherfucker, one of my favorite people on Twitter, now X, posted this, which just amused me, that this lady is bringing all the charm and skill and charisma you'd expect from the showrunner's wife in her blistering portrayal of the Jedi Master Jim Teacher. So Vanestra Rowe character is Leslie Headland's partner. So my question to you guys is, how do you feel about nepotism in the industry? Do you think people are getting chances and breaks that otherwise they probably wouldn't? And is it fine? And in some cases, who cares?
At this
nepotism
point,
and all that's been going on forever, and it will continue to go on forever.
Nepotism in law enforcement, nepotism in politics, nepotism in Hollywood. Just you live with it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
It's like people getting the early access to like cons and stuff like that. That they know somebody that hooks them up and they go to cons without.
What does that have to do?
I'm just saying, like people, like different things, like getting into places that you can't get into, but somebody knows somebody, they get lucky to get put it. It's not
totally. Cons aren't totally nepotism, because the people who are running the con, if they know your name, yes, they might choose you to do whatever, right? But when it comes to like working the con, you might get some of that nepotism.
Look at Ron Howard, his brother. You think he would have got all that work?
Hey,
he's in Guiding Light.
But no, he wouldn't have. And Ron puts him in every single one of his movies. I love Clint Howard with a passion. I love Clint Howard. His IG stream is the best thing to follow. Clint Howard is wonderful. But he puts him in tiny little bit roles, here and there. It's not like a certain friend of ours who is running the DC universe.
James Gunn.
I'm guessing, you like who you like. When you're a director and you can control that, I guess you like who you like and you trust who you trust to be in your projects. I have no problem with Vanessa Kirby. She's easy on the eyes. I could stare at her all day. Sean Gunn, on the other hand, I don't really care if I see him in anything ever again.
what's the name? This girl's partner. She's doing a character that was never done before on screen. Like anybody could have probably pulled this off, but since our partner was directing the show, she got the easy foot in the door to portray a character that could have possibly been portrayed by somebody else. But
Yep,
it is what it is.
And so far, the character hasn't been a huge character. We'll see how it goes throughout the whole series.
Yeah. I think it stands out probably more to us just because of High Republic and knowing the name, and it's a known quantity of a character.
Yeah.
She should have had the purple hair. I just want to say she should have kept the purple hair instead of shaving her head off. Whatever the situation, the reason why she shaved the head off, who knows? But
Yes, Piccolo.
we'll find out in later editions of the story.
I don't follow too. How far in the timeline does she have the purple hair to this? Because I know she's
the
like
fact
older.
200 years.
Her race lives to be quite a long time.
Like almost 200 years old. She's almost 200 years old. She was a kid, 17 years old. She had the purple hair.
Okay, so there you go.
So later, something in that whole time as she got older, she
It's called entropy.
I don't, like I said, if you do have somebody in your family that's an actor, an actress, or is directing something, good chance you could be lucky if it's something.
Well, if somebody in my family was famous, I would expect them to hire me. I'm just saying.
I would never expect anyone in my family to hire me.
I would.
I would never want to put a family member in that position.
I would.
It's like working for your family. When you work for your family, that's when you have all the fucking problems.
It's all about
family. It's not the same thing.
No,
all about family.
You're much more harsh on the person that's going to be there with you, because if anything happens, they're going to take it out on you for some reason.
Nah.
Yeah, it's just interesting in going back in the industry. I mean, Michael Douglas is Kirk Douglas's son, and Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
And then what's his name?
They got a famous dad.
Yeah.
What's his face? What's his name again? The guy played Captain America. What's his name?
Chris Evans?
No, he played the U.S. agent.
Oh, yeah, Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt
Russell. Kurt Russell's kid.
Yeah,
you have you got a lot of people.
He was horrible in Night Swim.
Chris Pine. I mean, in some cases, the child outshines the father. Chris Pine, his dad is the police chief from Chips.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep. God.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting. I mean, sometimes you just don't even know that they're especially with the older actors, you don't realize who their
look at Chico and the
parent
Man
was.
Look at the Chico and the Man and
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze, yeah. Freddie Prinze Jr.
What's the name from Madam Web? What's her name? Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson, yeah. Don Johnson.
She should never act again.
Don Johnson's daughter.
Yeah.
She should go back to college and finish her degree.
Let me ask you a question. What's worse, her acting or John Johnson singing?
Oh, that's tough. I'm very torn on Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz, I enjoy her sometimes in some things, and some things I'm just like, that's not good.
Well, Lenny Kravitz was a Nepo baby.
Yes, he was. His mother was on Jefferson's.
Jefferson Joe.
Yeah, it's nuts. I was weirded out when I found Jared Harris, the guy who played Moriarty in Sherlock Holmes and was in Mad Men. He's Richard Harris's son, and Richard Harris, amazing, fantastic drunk Irish actor.
The Kardashians don't count because she got famous because of a sex tape, not because of their father.
Yeah, I saw Kim's acting in that most recent what's that stupid horror show? Stupid FX show. American Horror Show on FX. That horror story. That yes, she's.
Who put her in that movie? Why? That show.
Yeah,
She doesn't need no.
Well, that show in and of itself is a bit of a train wreck. Started out so strong, went so downhill so fast.
Yeah, the season is stupid.
Yeah. And yes, Clint Howard is an absolute legend. From Star Trek till now, he always. Anytime I see Clint Howard on the screen, it makes me happy. So, Ron, keep throwing them in your movies.
The Bold and the Beautiful. That's the soap opera. I was eating lunch at work, and he's on the show. I'm like, the Bold and the Beautiful. Clint Howard. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's been on there a few episodes already.
Yeah.
Speaking of soap operas and daytime Emmys, Dick Van Dyke won a daytime Emmy, becoming the oldest person in history to ever win a daytime Emmy for his portrayal of John Black's father on Days of Our Lives.
Wow,
nice.
Listen, I was always a bigger fan of Jerry.
Dick Van Dyke, freaking Diana Roberta, the episode with the vampire. That's it. There was vampires that actually existed in the diagnosis. Like, what the hell?
Damn you, Degrassi.
Yep.
If you didn't pick up the QR code last week for last week's mixtape, there it is. Grab it. If you want to pick up this week's with a country twang, scan the QR code there as well.
I am disappointed there's no Jolene on there.
Jolene, I'm not gonna pick out the most common country songs ever. I am gonna give you something that's a little special. I love Dolly as much as the next person. I put Wanda Jackson on that mixtape.
Joe, is that Ned Beatty?
Yeah.
Yes, that is Ned Beatty.
Yes.
Prior to his squealing.
Yeah, Dick Van Dyke is still alive.
He's still alive. He's 100 years old. That dude almost.
98.
98. He's close to it.
He's getting up.
What's the other guy? John, Angelina Jolie's father.
John Voight.
John Voight.
Yeah.
I don't know who the other guy is. The fourth guy. I can't remember.
I always forget his name. He does some good picking and strumming with the inbred kid.
Hey, how about The Rock? Freaking his father was a wrestler. Got him into wrestling.
No, he didn't.
And that's why that whole bullshit when he says that he was broke. He was broke. He had $2 to his name. Come on.
The Rock's father did not get him into wrestling. His father was banned.
Oh, it is Ronnie Cox. Jesus Christ.
He was kicked out.
Is that Ronnie Cox?
Yeah,
that is Cope and that's Cohagen. He's going to give these people air. Ronnie Cox. Ronnie Cox played two of the best villains of all time in the early 90s, late 80s, with RoboCop and Total Recall. God, I love Ronnie Cox. Here's the live lineup for Rennavision. CBSI Hot 10, normally with sound, is on Fridays at 9.
Hey, we're working on the ASL for next week.
I want to see someone dub. If there's no sound, someone has to do dubbing. Get somebody to do dubbing.
I'm pretty sure.
That'd be awesome.
I'm pretty sure somebody's taking notes and clipping it out. Rennavision, failed. Just saying.
Tomorrow night, you go watch the boys on Saturday Night Special.
Yeah, every time on the Saturday Night Special, every time they friggin' they get playing the clip. Well, Jedi's like, we're the most prepared show, and they got a big picture of me as I'm looking down. Every fucking time they keep doing that.
Yep.
SNS when they friggin' they talk about we're a better prepared show. We're more prepared than SNS.
Oh, Burt Reynolds is fantastic. Gator. Oh, Burt Reynolds never lets me down. He is a character, to say the least. He's always It's Sunday. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of Acolyte talk on Tales from the Dark Side on Sunday, which is why we stayed away from it here, because we all get our hands slapped by Marco if we talk about Star Wars on any show except Tales from the Dark Side.
I will be talking about Acolyte on Monday.
Hey, listen, I was monitored the entire time. Acolyte talk. When you showed a picture of Vanessa Rowe, Marco was probably saying, "Dom, shut up. Shut up. Shut up."
This is Marco every time we mention Star Wars on the show. It's not Tales from the Dark Side.
I'm fucking dying here! I'm fucking dying!
Every time. On Wednesdays, check out the boys on TAC. They've been going through some cool shows. They were supposed to do a G.I. Joe tier list. I did a nice promo for them, but they didn't have time for it. So I think that's getting bumped either to this coming week or maybe sometime in the future. But a wave 4 from 1985 or 6 is G.I. Joe's Wave 4 tier list for the G.I. Joe toys. And Bruce, what do you got? What do you got cooking over on Kingdom of Nerds?
I know it's been a while since I streamed on my channel. Streamed live from my shows. I think I'm going to return Sunday. I should be up and running for a Sunday show. There might be a special guest.
Ooh, special guest.
Palm Beach Presser might show up. His name is Ron. Hopefully that works out. And then Monday Madness returns. So we'll be talking some Acolyte.
It'll be fun. That's a lively group.
Very lively.
So it'll be interesting to hear the takes that come out of that. I heard I was on for Max's watch party for the episodes, in the chat, watching you guys react. And I think most of the reactions were pretty good.
Yeah.
Listen.
It was his follow-up show last night that was horrible takes.
Listen, Brucifer, I didn't like the idea when Red 5 was saying that you don't want to be a bunch of crybabies, and he talked about me saying Dom is not going to be here. So watch the tone and be coming out your mouth.
What are you talking about, man?
Yeah. What did I say? When you go back in the chat when you told Red that Dom's not going to be here, so there won't be any crybabies.
Oh yeah. I said yeah.
I think.
Then on Max's show, they was like, "Oh, can we get Dom for the reaction for the next show?" I said, "We don't have a therapist on staff for that."
Actually, I told you. Listen, I told you. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the damn freaking show. Yeah, there was some moments, but other than that, I enjoyed it. I liked it.
That's now.
Listen, look, listen, like I said, right now, I'm enjoying the show.
It's not me, Joe. It's not me.
Hey, like I said, if that's the bar that they set for the first 2 episodes and they don't go under that bar and they stay at that bar or exceed it, I'm fine with that. That to me is a success for a Disney Plus Star Wars show.
I will say this about the actress Amanda. Was it Sternberg? She is playing 2 distinct characters. That is great acting on her part.
You know what's funny? Someone put a meme up. It says, sisters haven't seen each other for 16 years, but have the same hairdo.
And they're both Rick James fans.
It's a cultural thing on their planet. Duh.
Yeah. I know.
Jeez.
I know. Come on.
Jeez. That's like, oh, there's fire in space. George Lucas had fire in space.
Listen, all I know is the ending of the second episode I enjoyed.
And that's good. And I'm sure on Sunday you guys are going to do a ridiculous deep dive into all the lore and backstory, and Wayseeker will tell you how much he loved the small droid.
There was a lot of goodies. A lot of goodies. There was like 50-something Easter eggs. Marco's
and all I have to say to BK in the chat is all hail Queen Kennedy. She did it again.
I don't know if I'll say again, but they did something, and that's we'll take it.
Well, you know what? The one thing I can honestly say, the funny thing is that there are a lot of people, kidding aside, people still will talk trash, but there's a lot of people that said stuff that actually said, holy shit, this is actually pretty good. So, and, you know, to give credit to Leslie Headland to do some knowledgeable things of knowing the Star Wars lore, I give, look, I'm telling you right now, I give her a thumbs up, and I was very hard on saying about her, like, in the beginning. So, hey, listen.
No, you can admit you were wrong.
No, I wasn't. Hey, listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm going to say, look, I enjoyed it. You know, I had a good time. I wanted more. When the second episode went over, I went, oh shit, man, really? I wanted another episode.
The guy from Squid Games basically leurned English to do this role. So that's
amazing. That's amazing. To play his part.
That's pretty cool. So
remember, Jedi's dead. Someone better call Saul. They had that meme. I just put that meme.
And you know, bring more elements of Star Trek into the show.
Well, actually, you know what's funny? The one scene, it felt a little Star Trek-ish.
You never watched Star Trek in your life.
What? Dude, Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan is my favorite Star Trek movie. God damn it! So shut up.
Another movie with bad acting. Go ahead.
Well,
you're bad acting.
Definitely tune in on Sunday, where the boys will deep dive those first 2 episodes, and you'll get all the nuggets of Star Wars insight.
And you get me. Yeah. So
I tune in for Wayseeker.
The whole damn show right up there.
The whole damn show.
Over 100 years. Over 100 years of combined Star Wars knowledge in a show.
I want you to send Waveseeker all the pictures of Yord without a shirt on, please. Just send it out.
Yeah.
Send it out there.
just Photoshop
Yord with Tron with no shirt on and Nubs holding onto his leg.
Yeah.
No,
Photoshop Nubs' head on top of the body, and you're fine.
No, Nubs' head on top of Yord's head. There you go. I just do that.
If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to Rennavision, Kingdom of Nerds, Styx. I got a channel sitting out there where I normally put some of those spotlights up in easily digestible 2-minute quick little videos. Always check out Dom's IG feed at Tom Tober Big Fat. He's out there meeting the celebrities. He's rubbing elbows with people. He's out there at the cons. Always good footage out there. So go give Dom a subscribe and like some of his videos out there.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you all coming today and hanging out with us, boys. Any fun plans for the weekend?
Nothing tentative.
Garage sales and an anime fest on Sunday.
Please just ask. It's a garage sale, please. Just be like a quarter. Just to find something that's the most expensive thing and offer a quarter. Offer a quarter, and just to get the reaction out of it.
Take your phone and record it.
No, most people don't like to be recorded.
Would you consider
a quarter,
25 cents for this? And
I'm a hard worker. I'm a hard worker.
I never understood the whole haggling for prices at garage sales. They're already cheap. You're haggling for stuff. I don't get that.
You got to bundle. If you bundle things together, and then you can.
You know what's sad?
I got all this about 20. $10 bucks.
Just meet me in Westmoreland tomorrow, Styx.
The one thing I've seen about garage sales and things people selling stuff. The sad thing is that you get like the mothers or the grandmother, somebody of their family member that passed away, like in the war or something like that, and they have stuff and they want to sell the stuff and something's worth so much friggin' money and the person knows it and they buy it for the cheap price and they freaking take it.
I've seen videos like that of people, YouTubers doing that. And they I got such a deal. This person didn't know that it was worth so much. I don't know. I just feel like it's robbery to me, especially the elderly.
Yeah, it's sad that when that happens, and they don't know better. It's like if they knew, they're just trying to get rid of the stuff. But damn,
some people don't care anyway. Some people, especially when they're cleaning out an estate, they go, "Yeah, that's some crap over there." Or, give me $5 for that whole bin, and it's like worth $10,000.
What do you like, guarantee? Gary V walks up to the dealers. I'll give you $100 for that box of cars. He takes it. I got a $15 car here, a $30 car.
There you go.
My mother sold I had a Williams Triple Strike pinball machine. It's the same pinball machine you see in Police Academy get rolled down the street. It was a beautiful pinball machine. She sold it for $200.
10 or 15 Hess trucks. Remember those Hess trucks?
It has trucks.
Yeah.
You used to get
Like
the gas
$5 or
station.
$10. I was like, yay!
Yeah, they're worthless.
A friend of
I
my
know
brother's
they're
has
cool.
all the Hess trucks from the beginning, the first one to the one now.
Yeah, unless you get like the first one, like the big tanker, the oil tanker.
Mhm.
You know, some of the once it got into the 80s, it was mass produced, and
You could sell them all and maybe get a half tank of gas.
Let's get out of here.
All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Take care. See you next week.